afternoon. I am on my way to Nami Island. I have parked. I'm going over to where the zip line is, that you could actually zip line from the main land over to the island, which I think that's amazing. But I'm not going to do that because I have my like 50-pound backpack on me. And I think I'd probably snap that wire. It's actually right in front of me. It's really cool looking. But there's also a boat, like a ferry. Now, one of the things I was kind of wondering about is where I could park. Being that they don't really speak English here, I just parked at a restaurant and that's where I was told to park. And then I'm gonna go over. So we'll see. I'm only gonna be there for 4 hours, if that. So let me go ahead and get the tickets and everything first. And then we'll check back in front of the boat. All right. Don't know how well you're gonna hear me, but after walking around and checking out the place, I found this place called Kamak, I believe. And it's Italian food, but that's okay because I'm starving. And as I said before, I'm sure the best spice of life is hunger. I did get this kind of cool black sesame latte, and it's the same price pretty much as all the other coffees, so I figured I should try something new. Although that being said, I got a cream pasta and a bread bowl, and I was in the restroom just now. It's like, oh, hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna swap something real quick. There we go. I noticed that sometimes the ND filter messes with the focus on this, which is why it has bad focus. So, anyhow, I was in the restroom just now. It's like, you know, it's kind of weird how you can just leave your camera and like backpack at your table and go use the restroom. I mean, not for a long period of time, just, you know, really quickly and come back. But it's not common where I'm from, right? So really cool on Korea. I mean, the first time I've ever done that was in Japan. So I'm so happy to see it spread to other countries. But as I was saying, I got a cream pasta here, and I gotta be cautious. I might want to swap out to the GoPro actually, because I don't want this battery to die. It's the only one I'm using here, aside from the Sony. That's so good. Earlier when I was coming to the island, I really flustered one of the guys because I was like trying to get parking, and the security guy was like, I don't speak English. I'm just like, I just need to know where to park, man. That's like, where can I put this car? And it's my fault, I don't speak Korean. But like, he was definitely overwhelmed because of the amount of people that weren't following the signs, which was just weird. Like, it was one of those moments where even though the gate was closed and it was blocked, people were still trying to squeeze like a big SUV through a gate that it could definitely not fit, and the guy was having to tell people to turn around. I ended up parking at a restaurant, and hopefully that's okay. It would definitely suck to have my car towed on the first day that I got my car. It's like the daikon radish, except it's pickled in like a spicy sauce or a spicy vinegar. There's like chili peppers in there very clearly. Eco straw. Whoa. That's like sucking on black sesame seeds, or just sesame seeds. It's good, but has just the right amount of sweetness, but definitely surprising. Altogether, this came to about 20 bucks. Like, in debate whether that's good or not, because I am at a theme park. Just realized I'm eating carbs upon carbs. Noodles in a rice bowl, or in a bread bowl. Okay, I lied, I just got a notification. I said the meal was $20, it's actually a little over 18. I mean, if you round up, that's pretty much 20 bucks, but since you don't tip here, I mean, it's straight easier just to say it was a little over $18. I waited too long to eat this. As in, my stomach must have shrunk because there's no way I'm going to finish this. Alright, I think I'm done. I'm just going to finish my drink. And then continue walking out of here. So, thanks for joining me. Catch you in a minute. So, it got a lot livelier now. Just finished walking through the Korean pine area, and I walked over the glass bridge to the first kiss point. I was reading this sign, it says Porta. I don't know why, but here. Anyhow, as I was saying, I went over to the first kiss point and saw. Now I understand what so many snowmen are around here for. It's actually because of a drama that was filmed here called Winter Sonata. Never seen it, so I'm not actually familiar with it. I came here because the leaves are like changing and everything's like beautiful right now. And Winter Sonata had apparently a lot of places filmed here because I'm actually going to go see the next one right now. But the Korean pine area that I was walking through, that was actually one of the places they filmed originally as well. So I passed one already as well. When you first get off the boat here, there's actually a statue of a mermaid coming out of the water. They also filmed around there apparently. There's their map here. It's all like, it has it all marked. So like all the places that you want to go see, all the places you want to go walk around. I'm thinking I'll go see a few more things before taking off here, and I'll definitely, before I leave, I'll check my schedule to see what I had planned, because I said I was going to leave this place by 4:30, but I believe the next thing I was going to do was go to a rail bike thing that I already did. So that be the case, I'll just stay here longer. One of the really neat things is everything here now is Halloween themed because it is October. And because of that, oh, crazy. There's a group of people over here that are dressed up as like Squid Game characters, and they're playing a game in the field. Maybe I'll get a shot of them in a second here. But really, just wanted to kind of mention what I've been seeing. Oh, randomly, while going over the glass bridge, they have wild rabbits that are here. As well as on my walk here just now, there was a wild peacock on top of an ATM booth. Such a crazy like area, but I'm gonna check the map. I'm at Crossroads, and everything actually looks really pretty. So we'll have to try to figure out where to go. Is there anything else? No, I think that's pretty much it. So walk through the pines. Oh, they cycle through songs, piano versions of songs. And they like IU because I know her song keeps coming on. And the tune kind of gets stuck in my head. But yeah, it's oh, it's playing right now. But it's so pretty here. Like, I don't know if words can really explain. But yeah, I will check back in a moment once I figure out where my next spot is. All right. So I'm actually walking on the far side of the island now. It looks like they closed off my path in front of me, so I'm gonna have to pull off here. But I'll be going back to that ginkgo leaf covered area. One thing I kind of forgot to bring up that I wanted to talk about was they actually have a lot of methods of transportation here. You have a train, they call it a bus, and the purpose is a bus, but it's like a really fancy golf cart that rolls around. I actually got in the way of one earlier and it was like honking at me. And like, more on the note of how it's like a golf cart, the honk or horn was one of those bicycle horns. So I didn't even realize, I thought it was a clown. There's bicycles, tandem bicycles. They call them tri-wheels, which are electronic like segways, except with 3 wheels. There's a 4-wheel pedal car. And the Segway I was talking about just now, one of them comes with a side cart so that you can put a little kid or an animal in there. Like, this place is pet friendly. So it's It's pretty intense, and I'm sure I'm missing something. Like, I'm sure I saw more than that. I mean, aside from the regular cars that are rolling around as well. And then, oh, one of the rides or attractions that they have here is a sky bike, which is what I've seen all over in Japan. I think I'll be doing one, but when I go to the south. It was 3,001, but it's only like 2 minutes of riding. So I didn't know if it was worth doing here or not. Just walking around is pretty gorgeous, so not too upset about it. Another thing is, I was talking about the animals earlier, the rabbit and the peacock. Well, I've now run across chipmunks and squirrels. So I kind of wonder what other cute creatures they have here. This place is just fantastic. Wow, that is a big squirrel. Squirrel. Actually, we're going in the same direction. Maybe I could. Nope. There he goes. I went to the last Sonata thing on the far side of the island, and I think you have to be a fan in order to recognize what it is. I was over by the weather station and I walked around it, but I didn't actually understand what I was looking for, and it was one of the few times they didn't have a sign to explain the scene. So it is what it is. I don't know. I didn't know what to look for. But that being said, it wasn't a bad walk. This whole place is pretty, so everywhere you go is like worth seeing. Now I'll go ahead and check back in a moment once I get to the next point. Alright, I am back on the mainland, walking away from the ferry where Nami Island was, going back towards the car. The overall event was amazing, and it was a real good time. The end part there was kind of weird. Like, as I was walking, I didn't walk the main path back. I actually took, ooh, it smells real nice here. I actually took this like side road back, and that was purposeful. Like, I wanted to see what else was there, and I didn't get any footage of it, but I did take a photo of it. There was this weird tank, an M48, randomly. It was this demonstration for peace that they were doing on Nami Island, and they donated a tank. It has a big shield in front of it, and it says shield for peace, and the shield actually is like locking the gun in place. And then the last thing I really went to go see was an ostrich farm. Random, like very random, but that was yeah, that was kind of how I finalized everything. And then I started walking back towards the dock, and it just so happens that I caught a boat right as I was leaving, so I just walked right onto the boat, and here I am. Not much to say. It was it's totally worth going to. That was pretty amazing. And if I had a complaint, it would be the fact that I couldn't fly my drone. Apparently there's no launching or retrieving drones on the island, so it was on a big sign on the way in to the island. But it is what it is. You gotta follow the rules. You know, I'm sure there's a reason for it. All right, well, my car's still here, so that's a good sign. All the other cars are gone. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out here. And yeah, we'll probably see you at the hotel next, because that's the only real other thing. It's hotel and dinner. And I also want to get some more work done later tonight, so. Oh, it's like staring me right in the face. I just saw a guy bungee jump. Like, it just, as I was walking, it was just 3, 2, 1, bungee. And I was just like, and then a guy just jumped. It was pretty awesome. It was so fast I didn't have enough time to actually film any of it. I tried to get a photo, and I'll put it up, but it's not a good photo because it was just so last like second for me. So that was neat. So cool way to finish. Oh, zip line's still going too. Just watching 2 people zip line across. Anyhow, let's close this out. I'll see you in the next vid.